Okay, so in 1991, 1991, I started working on a piece that was going to be called Impact on against a plexiglass wall, because it's the first time I ever decided to take a vertical surface that was frozen in space so that we could run with all our might and that wall would stop our trajectory with an enormous burst of power. Huge hit. And so I asked them to put up just a black wall against a wall, because we hadn't figured out if someone was using complete force with everything their body had to offer and to be dead stopped by a surface that wouldn't move or fall down when they hit it, and even be able to run up it and do, run, leap off of it, and to use it as a fulcrum for being able to go from the horizontal plane to the vertical, around and back to the horizontal plane. I had a whole new place to be. I was able to pretend that we were little widgets that had motors in our bodies, but really we were just able to take the hit of that wall. We were able to occupy that wall, which was just 8 feet, really 8 feet square by 8 feet. The wall was a breakthrough for me, because it was one showing the enormous power my dancers had accumulated, and the shock of the impact was perturbing to many people in the dance world. So this was what I decided to do, which was essentially erase the line that the space altered from the horizontal into the vertical. I wanted that to be erased, and I wanted to be able to occupy the horizontal in a similar way that I was trying to occupy the vertical, which took a while. And I always froze the edges of my space, because I wanted to say, okay, here's the human body in its size, and I wanted only the audience to see the edges, but not like the expanse of the whole theater, because otherwise it would dwarf my dancers and I have no effect on the huge room that most dancers have to perform in. Here's the template of the space I was occupying. I tried to make the bodies demonstrate how much room they took up on that particularly very indicative arena of 8 by 8, and then how you can change the format of their occupation. And I just, then what I realized is my timing could never be drawn. Can't draw timing, and you can't draw force. So I started to write what I meant when things went and how long things lasted. And these drawings just went on and on. This is wall, not impact. And you could see I started to color code it. So this is one body grabbing up to the top of the wall, another body coming over that body, another body coming over that body. And how many bodies could I get to cling? See, their hands were over their heads for the first one, and then just over the next spot that was available, and just to see, and then to have them slide down, the last one first, so that you'd see them going from, make a perfect line, bisecting the vertical and the horizontal. And I thought there was something extraordinarily beautiful about those occupations. It was very visual, but it came with an enormous impact, because they were really only on that wall if they weren't hanging onto the top of it for a few seconds. But those few seconds seemed like magic.